You can't tell me life was meant to be like this. A black man in a world dominated by whiteness. Ever since the Declaration of Independence, we've been easily brainwashed by just one sentence. It goes, all men are created equal. That's why corrupt governments kill innocent people. With chemical warfare, they created crack and AIDS. Got the public thinking these were things that black folks made. And every time there's violence shown in the media, usually it's a black thing. So where are they leading you? To a world full of ignorance, hatred and prejudice. TV and the news for years they've fed you this foolish notion that blacks are all criminals, violent lowlifes, and then even animals. I'm telling the truth, so some suckers are fearing me, but I must do my part to combat the conspiracy.
Schools, churches.
The SAT is not geared for the lower class, so why waste time even trying to pass? The educational system presumes you to fail. The next place is the corner, then after that jail. You gotta understand that this has all been conspired to put a strain on our brains so that the strong grow tired. It even exists when you go to your church, cause up on the wall a white Jesus lurks. They use your subconscious to control your will. They've done it for a while and developed the skill to make you wanna kill even your own brother, man. Black against black, you see it's part of their plan. They wanna send us to war and they wanna ban rap. What they really wanna do is get rid of us blacks. Genocide is for real and I hope that you're hearing me. You must be aware to combat the conspiracy.
In the arts, business, industry.
Even in this rap game, all that glitters ain't gold. Now that rap is big business, the snakes got bold. They give you whack contracts and try to make you go pop, cause they have no regard for real hip-hop. They'll compare you to others and say, but yo, he sells. And you know in your heart that he's weak as hell. So you say, I ain't doing that corny stuff. But they tell you that your chop positions will go up. Sometimes they front big time and make you many promises, and then when they break them, that's when your mama says, son, you're making records, but that guy seems shady. It could be too late, and your career could be played, G. I hope you listen to the things that I'm sharing, see. We all have a job to combat the conspiracies.
Check me out, y'all. Nasty Nas in your area. About to cause mass hysteria. Before a blunt, I take out my fronts, then I start the front. Matter of fact, I'll be on a manhunt. You couldn't catch me in the streets without a ton of reefer. That's like Malcolm X catching a jungle fever. King poetic, too much flavor, I'm major. Atlanta ain't braver, I pull a number like a pager. Cause I'm an ace when I face the base. 40 side is the place that is giving me grace. Now wait, another dose, say you might be dead. And I'm a Nike head, I wear chains that excite the feds. Ain't a damn thing gonna change. I'ma perform a strange show, the mic warmer was born to game. Nas, why did you do it? You know you got the mad fat fluid when you rhyme. It's halftime. It's halftime. Hey yo, it's halftime. It's halftime. It's like that. You know it's like that. I got it him, now you never get the mic back. When I attack, there ain't an army that can strike back. So I react never calmly on a hype track. I set it off with my own rhyme, cause I'm as ill as a convict who kills for phone time. I'm max like a sex, a flex like sex in your stereo sets. Nas a catch wreck, I used to hustle. Now all I do is relax and strive. When I was young, I was a fan of the Jackson 5. I drop jewels, wear jewels, hope to never run it. With more kicks than a baby in a mother's stomach. Nasty Nas has to rise cause I'm wise. This is exercise till the microphone dies. Back in 83, I was an MC sparking, but I was too scared to grab the mics in the parks and kick my little raps cause I thought niggas wouldn't understand. And now in every jam, I'm the fucking man. I rap in front of more niggas than in the slave ships. I used to watch chips, now I load block clips. I got to have it, I miss Mr. Magic. Versatile, my style switches like a faggot, but not bisexual. I'm an intellectual, a rap, I'm a professional, and that's no question, yo. These are the lyrics of the man, you can't near it, understand, cause in the streets I'm well known like the number man. In my place with the bass and format, explore rap, and tell me Nas ain't all that. And next time I rhyme, I be foul. Whenever I freestyle, I see trial niggas say I'm wow. I hate a rhyme fighter's rhyme. Stay tuned, I assume the real rap comes at halftime. Right, yeah. It's halftime. Right, yeah. Exhale, it's halftime. It's halftime. afternoon, I kick half the tune. And in the darkness, I'm heartless like when the knocks hit. Word to Marcus Garvey, a heartless sparked it. Cause when I blast the herb, that's my word. I be slaying them fast, doing this, that, and the third. But chill, Pastor Andre, and let's lay. I bag bitches up at John Jay and hit a matinee. Putting hits on 5-0. Cause when it's my time to go, I wait for God with the fofo. And biters can't come near. And you'll go to hell to the fell cop who shot Garcia. I won't plant seeds, don't need an extra mouth I can't feed. That's extra Philly change, more cash for damp weed. This goes out to Manhattan, the Allen of Staten. Brooklyn and Queens is living fat in the boogie down. Enough props, enough clout. Ill will, rest in peace, yo, I'm out. It's still halftime. To the Queensbridge drill, to the Queensbridge crew, you know it's halftime. The rain is not ready. I don't know. I'm about to talk to a woman, cause I'm on it so sweaty. So here we go. Girls look so good, but their brain is not ready. I don't know. I'd rather talk to a woman, cause I'm on it so sweaty. So here we go.
Little girlie, listen to me. Stop giggling and kissing to me. Try to refrain from playing the childish games. And from your notebooks, please erase my name. Kill the love letters, cause yo, you're living lame. I'm making records, my head didn't go as well. Chiali is just too advanced for show and tell. Don't get offended, there's no need for insecurity. Age is but a number, it's all about maturity. So don't think I'm dissing, I'm educating. Until I think you're ready, I'm waiting. But now I'll read you like a book, I must delve. Boyfriend after boyfriend and you're not even 12. What's your rush? You don't need to debate. Honey, save yourself a cheat and I'll be worth that weight. 2 or 3 years, don't be pressured by your peers. Surrender and you better be prepared to shed tears. Remember, Mom, and the things you learned about. Cause I don't need a girl who's 14, I'm burnt out. Take my advice, think twice. In order to be with Chiali, you have to pay the price of being older, mature. A woman I'll endure. And if you try to diss me, I'll play you for sure. In 4 or 5 years or more. But for now, remember that the
girls look so good, but their brain is not ready. I don't know. I'm about to talk to a woman, cause I'm on it so steady. So here we go. Girls look so good, but their brain is not ready. I don't know. I'm about to talk to a woman, cause I'm on it so steady. So here we go.
Walking down the street and I saw this honey. She was dipped the opposite of bummy. I stepped to her, I said, yo, you look swell. Give me your number, you have a man, I won't tell. It really don't matter, cause to me it means nothing. Next time I'm feeling rough, I'll just snuff them. Anyway, how old are you, G? 13. I'm outing. The girl said, hold up, who do you think you are? I said, I'm Chiali, a superstar. She said,
I may be young, but don't be misled. With this old body, you'll choose me instead.
I said, don't get me wrong, your body may be ready, but come back in 3 years when your mind is more steady. I'm not trying to diss you, I'm just trying to blow up. But do me a favor, hun, and grow up, cause the
girls look so good, but their brain is not ready. I don't know. I'm about to talk to a woman.
So we have a good time here, man. Everybody having a good time, right? Yeah! Right, set, go! Right, set, go! Nobody cares.
Pop art, op art, underground movies, call it what you will, these two are the leaders. No party in New York is considered a success unless they are there. It's hard to explain this young lady and man. They say they don't want to be explained. One is a beautiful actress, and she calls herself a superstar. The other is a young man named Andy Warhol, the creator of pop art. So here are the two leading exponents of the new scene, Edie Sedgwick and Andy Warhol. I didn't know you were going to be so formal tonight. I would have taken this tie off here.
I can hardly breathe.
What's the matter?
It's so nerve-wracking.
Is it
All
nerve-wracking?
these people. I'm not used to having to face all these people.
Well, they're friendly. They're very friendly.
Well, this and a rather tight jacket makes it a little more frightening.
Oh.
It's hard to breathe.
Wants to all blow at you? No? Good evening, Andy. I've
Andy,
read...
oh, I must warn you, Andy won't say a word.
Why?
He's not used to making really public appearances, so I think he'll whisper answers to me if you ask him a question.
If
Can
you
I
wanna
listen
be
while he
prepared.
whispers?
I'll whisper to you.
Aren't you going to say one word, Andy?
I can understand because he paints, right?
Yes.
He paints.
Some of your most famous paintings, of course, I guess the one that brought you to fame was the Campbell soup can. Was it not? Right. Then it was the Brillo box, wasn't it? Right. And are there originals of those, or would you do a lot of them and then people buy? Do you do your own copies?
Yes.
You do your own copies. Ah. Are you specializing?
One word.
I didn't recognize the voice. Andy, have you started something new now other than or are you devoting all of your time to the underground movies?
Yes.
Yes, what? Oh, you mean the underground movies?
Yes.
And you've given up painting?
Yes.
Well, that's going to disappoint a lot of pop art collectors. No, you're not op art.
No.
Pop art.
Yes.
Right.
What is art anyway?
I don't know. I've always thought an artist carries a certain amount of emotion into a painting. Can you do that in pop art? Is that any kind of an emotional thing for you?
No.
He's overcome with it.
None at all? No, I'm being serious, because there are...
What kind of emotion can you put into a Campbell soup can? You know.
But then my question is, why would you paint a Campbell soup can?
Because it's part of the culture. It is.
I agree. I think a lot of advertising is something that we recognize. It's probably the...
Yeah, but the effect of it you might not realize. That's, art has something to do with the reflection of it. So if you begin seeing it on canvases, you start thinking about it. What do we have around us all the time? What do you see the most of? What do you notice?
Advertising.
It's true.
It is true in a sense.
And that's where a lot of
But
art
doesn't
talent has to
something
go.
of the artist go into his painting? No?
Yes.
No, Andy, or yes?
a lot of work, for one thing.
Even the masters, there was no emotional involvement with their paintings? The Rembrandts, the Da Vincis?
That's a romantic era. It's not.
Are there many collectors for your kind of art?
Yes.
For example, now, if I wanted to buy a Campbell soup can or a Brillo box without going to the supermarket, but no, I want to buy an Andy Warhol, what would I have to pay? What are they going for now?
He does not know.
You're not involved financially or commercially with any of your enterprises?
He's involved, but it's so involved that he can't keep track of it. There's so much money involved, too.
I see.
Oh, but give Merv a special price if he wants to buy one.
Downtown the village, I see this fly cutie, crazy thick, freshly dipped with a fat doobie. I didn't waste time to kick my game. I stepped to her, I showed no shame. I said, how you doing? My name's Chi Ali. She said, yeah, you're the one from TV. I said, yeah, forget that. Give me your name and number. She said, chill, maybe if I was younger. I said, how old are you? She said, 17. I said, so what? I could get in between. She asked my age. I said, is that what you wonder? Don't sweat that, G. Cause age is just a number. It's all where your head is at. And I'm mature. Do I have money? Of course I'm doing tours. But stay on my pocket and everything will be splendid. I'll make my money, so I will spend it. Damn, I thought with you I could go steady. But now I see that your mind is not ready. Your body says woman, one of the finest in the world. But mentally, you're just a little girl.
So good, the brain is not ready. I don't know. I'm not the talk to a woman, cause I'm honest, so steady. So here we
Recalling, never stolen, hit the skins better. Shelter, love to tap her on the shoulder, roll her over, then I belt her. Leave a bite when the joint is tight, lovely when it's loose. Produce the proper juice, plus I never hump a juice. Give me the head on the waterbed, play you like a pro kid. Slide the flavors on the sled, listen to what he said. Come and lie on the bearskin, notice how the fur make him grin. Cover the checks and then I go cash him in. Hold the zipper, unlock and grab the whole bag of treats. Here the hooker, slam the butcher with the bigger stack of meats. Take 2 hands to hold it, flip it out and unroll it. If you spot a brother larger than the next man stole it. Uchiku now, you know the Mecca wanna bang bang. Begging a pardon as I knock a new skin stank thing. CL, chicken flavors with the Grand Poobah. Speaking on the winds, I'm about to hit the skins. Nowadays I'm on some extra be careful. I take precaution before I slide up in the slit. Man, that I put aluminum foil on my. Cause if you catch it, boy, that's to clear quick. Better yet, you can pass me a Ziploc, a bag of boom, and a 40, then some boot knock. I get stiff and it's hard like Charles Bronson. That's kind of f***ed up what happened to Magic Johnson. But anyway.
Do you know anybody else who is also bipolar? I hear you, Mr. Well, listen, it's an honor, it's a legend. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
New York City doesn't have the busiest subway system in the world. That title actually belongs to Tokyo. And if you've ever taken a train here, you know we don't have the prettiest subway either. But we do have one that's easy to navigate. And as long as you know what direction you're headed, you're in.
The BMT, the IRT, the IND. If you're thinking it all sounds like Greek to me, it's really quite simple. All 3 of those operating companies became part of the New York City subway system. Now, why is there no P train or no number 8 train? So many questions, so little time, and I've got answers.
I found them at the New York Transit Museum in downtown Brooklyn.
Subway nomenclature, which is what the numbers and letters are called, is kind of complicated and goes back to when the system was 3 separate systems. Each one of those lines, before they were unified in 1940 by the city, had their own separate naming systems for trains.
The old BMT system used numbers to order its trains, which prompted the IND system to use letters. As the MTA expanded, things changed. In 1979, the colors we see today were chosen, and in 1985, all double-lettered trains were abolished. But why are some letters and numbers not represented at all? For instance, ever wondered why there's no P train?
Never realized that there wasn't a P train or H train, but maybe we need it.
At one point, the F train, which is officially called the Culver Line, was supposed to have an extension which would be called the P. It just never happened. The I and the O were never used as designations because they're too similar to the number 1 and the number 0.
Gotcha.
Any thoughts on you?
U and Y were never used because they sound like the English words you, like you are talking to me, or why are you talking to me?
It's clear even native New Yorkers aren't clear about all this.
There is no P train, there's no I train, there's no U train. Did you know that?
I did not know that. I'm so glad you told me.
They used to have an A train years ago, but it was somewhere around 2nd Avenue or lower somewhere. This is a long time ago.
The moral to this story, there really is a method to the madness.
A message to the madness. It's unbelievable. So I marked it down. IOUPH.
Yes, you do. So give it to me right now.
So
I want it.
we don't have those trains, but wait a minute. You were telling me there's also no X train.
There is no X train to you and I, but there is an X train internally in the MTA, and it's actually lines that are under construction. They'll label them X.
That's an internal thing.
That is an internal thing. But I learned other facts.
Yeah, tell me about this.
Okay.
Stuff. Go ahead.
So I asked the woman that I interviewed, who was sort of like a subway historian, you know, tell me something I don't know. Because I'm a native New Yorker and I love that kind of thing. And she said, well, the numbered trains and the lettered trains are 2 different sizes. So 1, 2, 3, those trains are narrower. 4, 5, 6, they're more narrow. They can fit less people in them. And A, B, C, D, E, F, those trains are wider, and that's because the tunnels are different. And the tunnels are different because when those separate companies each had their trains, they went into different sized tunnels.
So Crystal, but it all started out with all these different different companies, right?
Yes,
and
it
then
did.
they finally blended. That's what created some of this.
You got it. The IRT, the BMT, the IND were all separate companies, and when the MTA took over and made them one, they had to find a way to make sense of all of that. But that's why if you ever go to Times Square and you want to transfer from the F to, let's say, a numbered train, it feels like you're walking for 6 months, like you're going to pop out in Newark. And that's because those were all separate subway tunnels owned by separate companies, and they just kind of got combined.
This was all good information.
Thank you.
People out there are saying, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
There you go. You'll
Thank
be
you for sharing it with us.
very good at a dinner party now.
All
you know?
aboard.
There.
Thank you, Crystal.
You're welcome.